The Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche have fought hard for the first 4 games of this unrelenting series. Momentum changes.
Black on the rebound, he scores! This series is tied!
Emotional returns.
Brock Nelson moving in with some speed. Landeskog scores! His first goal back with the Avalanche after 3 years.
A series that is knotted at 2 is heading back to the Lone Star State, where the Stars have home ice advantage once again, looking to take the series lead back from the Avalanche. But the Avs won't go out without a battle. One will have the series lead, one will not. The Stars and the Avalanche, Game 5, next.
The Florida Panthers have won their first cup. Listen and look at the sound of a Stanley Cup champion.
Welcome everybody to Dallas, Texas, the home of the Dallas Stars. And they're looking to get a Game 5 victory against the Colorado Avalanche here at home, where the series is tied at 2 apiece. Welcome in everybody, I'm Max, delighted to have you with us here tonight here in Dallas, as again we have another good series of good games here. It's going to be a very good game in this series, as these 4 games of the series have been incredible to watch. 2 overtime games, Dallas won both of them. They have been very entertaining for sure. Landeskog in the last game scored his first goal back since 2022. They're trying to ride the momentum going into this game number 5 for the Colorado Avalanche, who have outscored the Dallas Stars 13-7 in this series. Stars only have 3 power play goals and 4 on even strength, so they need to find something to get their even strength going, because they cannot sustain this, and they need some contributions from some key players on the Dallas Stars. Matt Duchene has no points in this series against his former team. He was so good in the last year's series, and he has no points in this one. Mason Marchment set up the assist, or they had the set up the game winner on Tyler Seguin's Game 3 overtime winner, and that's the only thing Marchment's done in this game, or done in this series, pardon me, and it's very worrisome. Wyatt Johnston hasn't had much either. He's only had a couple of assists, and that's it. He hasn't scored at all in this series. Some of these guys are due for the Dallas Stars, and they really need to solve this problem before it becomes too late if they fall in this one. The Avalanche are just riding high right now. Their offense just dominated the Dallas Stars offense in game number 4. It was just a full-on massacre on the Dallas Stars in game number 4, a 4-0 win for the Avalanche in Game 4 to tie up the series at 2. If the Avalanche did not win this one, we could be talking about elimination game right now, which is not the case in this one, as it's an even series at 2. All the West series have been tied now, as the Oilers came back from a 2-0 deficit and have tied their series alongside the St. Louis Blues against the Winnipeg Jets, and they're going to roll the same lineup, the Colorado Avalanche, and we had thought that potentially Miro Heiskanen was going to return tonight for the Dallas Stars. It would have helped their offense, or their defense a lot in this one. Instead, he is still out with a day-to-day injury. He had surgery less than 90 days ago on his knee. He hasn't been taking that much contact right now, and that's why they ruled him out of this one. And a loss for the Dallas Stars in their defense, but they've held on for 4 games, and they have an even series at 2. They just got to hold on for another game potentially here. Maybe they get him back in game number 6. As you see on the bottom of your screen that the Panthers came back from a deficit and have come back to win, and they're up 3-1 in their series against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And that one was crazy in the 3rd period, as they win that 4-2. This will be an interesting series for sure, or interesting couple of games for sure. This is the last 3 games of the series potentially. Best of 3 now, and man, has the Dallas Stars offense needed to get going here. Duchene, Granlund, Johnston, Rantanen, and Marchment have no goals for the Dallas Stars. Seguin has 2. He's leading the team with 2. McKinnon is leading their team with 4. So that shows the contrast between these teams in their scoring. Lineup change for Dallas. Oscar Beck is coming back into the lineup. He missed Game 4 due to injury. He replaces Maverick Bork, who played in Games 1 and 4, and he will come back into the lineup and see if the Dallas Stars need Oscar Beck with that fourth line connection. That has been kind of the story of the series. This fourth line has been the heroes in this one. Game 2 with Colin Blackwell winning the overtime winner. He got the overtime winner here in this building to tie the series up at 1 at that point. And then Tyler Seguin scored overtime winner in game number 3. Can the Stars pull off a victory here tonight? This is Blackwood coming off a shutout, pardon me. Last game in game 4 where he shut out the Dallas Stars as a 4-0 win. And the Stars will need to solve their offense. They need some key contributors on the board tonight for sure. The Avalanche, if you just roll on like you've just done in this series, especially in Game 4. Game 1 and 4 are basically a dominating way to win the games in this series, and they have done so far. And they have tied the series at 2. This is why we're leading to a Game 5 tied at 2 in the series. Game 6 on Thursday will be on at 8:30. Yeah, we love all these late starts, but that will be either elimination game for Dallas or Colorado, depending. And if a Game 7's necessary, it will be on Saturday night here at American Airlines Center if it's necessary. So we will see, but we're just focusing on this Game 5 that's about to happen just moments away, as we'll send you down to the intros at American Airlines Center.
Feels like the crowd from that night passed the baton to this. They're going nuts as the Stars come out.
Stars are on the ice now.
Up to the 20 players.
Oh boy, a game number 5 to determine a series lead. We will see who will be victorious tonight and go to Denver with the series lead.
Home ice.
And 1-1, both of these teams on their home ice turf. Dallas will get their chance to try to go 2-1. And try to take the series lead in the series, going up 3-2 if they're able to.
Stars with 2 wins in their pocket.
Jamie Benn starting up. It's going to be the Ben Johnston-Dodonov line. That's the third line for the Dallas Stars as the anthems are about to be underway with Selena Ray here at American Airlines Center. We'll send it to the public dress announcer, Jeff Kay.
To honor all the men and women who have served our country, would you please rise if able and welcome to the ice our Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket and City Credit Union hometown hero of the game, United States Marine Corps Corporal Florencio Reyna. And now, to sing the Star-Spangled Banner, our own Selena Ray.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant. o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're underway in Game 5. The series tied at 2.
Great way to kick things.
We are about to drop the puck here in game number 5. An even series at 2. Ottinger with a .911 save percentage. He's faced 123 shots. He's saved 112. 107 saves by Blackwood on 114 shots. A .939 save percentage in his first run in the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is his 4th start ever in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Game number 5. Series tied at 2. Dallas versus Colorado. And we're going to have a good one here. It's going to be the Ben Johnston-Dodonov line starting against the big guns for the Avalanche, Lehkonen, McKinnon, and Natchez. Forward groups on the ice to start off the game. Ceci and Lindell, the top pairing for the Dallas Stars, also starting with the third line of the Dallas Stars. As we're underway in Game 5. Both of the top defensive pairings are on the starting lineup. That one, Karam scores immediately. 9 seconds in, the Stars have the lead. What a weird goal. It's 1-0. And for the first time in the series, the Stars lead. They score first for the first time. Nine seconds in, Wyatt Johnston banks it in off of Blackwood. We're not even 10 seconds in, and Dallas, for the first time in the series, scores first. Wow, what a weird one. So Johnston, who had not scored in the series, has his first with the weirdest one you will ever see, 9 seconds in. And Dallas, for the second time in the series, have a lead. Wow. That came out of nowhere. And it's covered by Blackwood. It's going to be actually an icing. Wow. First goal for the youngster, Wyatt Johnston. 9 seconds in, the Dallas Stars have the lead. And immediately, basically at the start of this game, the Stars lead it. Lindell will clear to the blue line, not out. Pass across from the blue line. McKinnon goes low for Natchez. Circles back. Pass across, broken up by Ceci. Centering pass, loose in the crease, and cleared away. Lindell, Ben, trying to get it out. He will. We're not even a minute in, and Dallas has the lead early on. 9 seconds in, Wyatt Johnston with the goal on their first shot of the game. McCarr leaves it for McKinnon. Centering pass. Save made by Ottinger. Lehkonen couldn't handle it. McKinnon shoots it through traffic. It's blocked. Race for the puck. It's Rope Hintz. On the outside, he circles. Looking for an option. Goes behind the net for Granlund. Rantanen trying to get it away. Loose along the wall. Rope Hintz will go back to the point for Ceci. Now to Harley. Looking for their second. Its shot was blocked out in front by Nathan McKinnon. Shots are even at 1, but the Dallas Stars have a lead in Game 5. An early one. That shocked me. I don't know how that one went into the net. It banked off Blackwood off the short side. That has been his weakness throughout the whole series. He didn't steal the post, and it bites him there as the Stars lead by 1. Landeskog goes back. Manson shoots it through traffic. It went wide. Sagan trying to chip it out of the zone. He will not. And then on the second try, it goes into the bench. A minute and 45 seconds in, the Stars have the lead. Minus 25 shot differential in Game 4. That was second worst in Dallas history. Wow. Under Pete DeBoer. Or in general, I'm just shocked how that one went in. But the Stars will take it. They've overcome the amount of time they've led in the series. It was 1 minute and 2 seconds, I believe, and now they have led for almost 2 minutes. The Stars have a leveled series, and they haven't even led for 3 minutes of it. But they get the early goal here 9 seconds in. Oscar Beck trying to get it out. He will. Beck goes cross ice for Blackwell on the far side. Shoots it. Save. Big rebound was there. Beck couldn't get it. Kelly will go into the corner. Petrovic will intercept. Behind the net. Forecheck by the Avalanche. Kelly gets taken down. Bischel. Loose along the wall. Still loose. Petrovic trying to get it out. Still with the puck. His stick is tied up, but Sam Steele comes to help, and it's cleared out of the zone by Dallas. Malinsky, no icing, waved off by the linesman. Shots are 2-1 early on for the Dallas Stars. Drouin goes cross ice. Here's Coyle. Circles back on the backhand, lost the handle along the boards. Intercepted by Dodonov. Lindell will get it behind the net. He'll try to clear it, and he will. Race for the puck the other way. Dodonov trying to get there, and could not as Manson threw the body right there to get Dodonov out of the way. Coyle couldn't get it. He's in. He shoots. It's blocked, and then he fell down, and it deflected out of play. 3:02 into the first period. Dallas leads by 1. Wow. Colorado posted shutout in Game 4. That was the first playoff since June 2022 when they won the Cup. 3:02 in. The Stars lead basically right away into this hockey game. They score the first one 9 seconds in. We didn't have to wait long for the first goal of this one. Flipped out of the zone as the Stars won the faceoff. Rantanen was trying to get it. Wouldn't it be big for Rantanen to get on the board against his former team? The Stars have not led by 2 in this series, by the way. They've only led by 1 goal. Natchez, as the Avalanche are pressuring. Taves from the line. Shoots it. Deflected wide to the corner. Makar gets leveled along the boards by Granlund. Lindell trying to get along the boards. He will. Granlund will pick up the puck now off the pass from Lindell. Ceci on the rush will shoot it in from the blue line. Granlund trying to get it away from Lehkonen. He will. Momentarily, Rantanen had it in his skates. Granlund's tied up with Lehkonen, and McKinnon will pass it across. Makar now to Taves. Stretch pass failed there for Natchez, and Duchesne picks it up. Duchesne and Rantanen have not produced in the series. Will they here tonight? As Wyatt Johnston, who had not produced much, he hadn't had a goal in the series, gets one 9 seconds in. Sagan behind the net. Centering pass, and the slot shot. Blocked, loose, and it's cleared. Landeskog the other way for the Avalanche. Had the goal in the last game to make it 3-0. Nelson to the point. Malinsky trying to handle it. He shoots it through traffic. It was blocked out in front. Nichushkin trying to get it through. Shot was blocked again. They will clear it out of the zone, Dallas. Sagan goes for a line change. Malinsky will shoot it back in. Ottinger had it in the glove, and then he played it for Lyubushkin. Avs hold it in with Nichushkin holding it in. Landeskog steals it away from Blackwell on the forecheck. Along the wall, it's loose. Steele trying to get in. It comes free for Blackwell. 2-on-2 potentially the other way for Dallas. Chipped up for Beck. Beck trying to center it. Pressured by Manson off the puck. Gets taken down in the corner. He's still down. That should be an interference, and they're not calling it. Wow. Manson just got away with one. Along the wall, Blackwell trying to get it out. Steele still loose along the wall. Comes free. O'Connor has it. Shot. Goes behind the net. Loose along the wall. Beck will clear to the line, not out. Held in by Makar. Sends it low into the corner, but it's intercepted by Beck. The other way comes Dallas. Blackwell, the fourth line. Deflected off a Taves stick. They'll go for a line change. Makar stretches it up. Huge hit along the glass by Bischel. Dodonov will get it at center ice. Moving it in, chips it in on goal, or near the goal. Malinsky will intercept that before it reaches towards the goal net. Bischel, we're almost 6 minutes into game number 5. The Stars lead 1-0. 9 seconds in, a goal by Wyatt Johnston that threw off Blackwood. Shot, blocked, loose. Johnston taken down by Malinsky a little bit there, and the Avs will carried it out to center. Kiviranta had his pass blocked away. Sent back in again. Rolling on goal, Blackwood. Save made. Oh, boy. And we will go to commercial. A goal 9 seconds in and a huge hit by Bishop on Drury. Stars lead by 1. We're back, everybody. A 1-0 lead for the Dallas Stars. And this has not been common in this series, as the first goals of each game before this was scored by the Avalanche. And Wyatt Johnston with a bank shot off Blackwood and into the net on the short side, which has been a problem for Blackwood this whole entire playoff series. Has cost him there, and the Dallas Stars up by 1. Most playoff goals before age 22. Wyatt Johnston is 15. He's behind Jordan Stahl, 16. Patrick King with 19. And Sidney Crosby of the Penguins with 24. But wow, an early start for Dallas. They get a gift. Basically, that is a soft goal, you could say, on Blackwood. McKinnon, and the face-off won by McKinnon, and Makar will clear it out. Rope hints with the puck now. Batted down in midair. Rantanen will try to send it into the corner. Was blocked away by Taves. Natchez now moves it up for the Avalanche. McKinnon shoots it around. The horseshoe. Lehkonen loose. Natchez shoved. Tough angle. Loose, and it goes through the crease. Stars looking to counter. Rantanen moves it up for Thomas Harley. Into the zone. Drop pass was not. No one was there. Granlund will shoot it back in. Taves. Shots are 3-2 in favor of the Dallas Stars, and they have a 1-goal lead. Taves. Now Makar moves it up. Nichushkin into the zone on the outside. Sagan trying to get it out. Could not. Lindell into the corner. Along the wall, Lehkonen. Still loose. Nelson shoots it, and he missed the net wide. Might have been blocked out in front of the net. That pass is intercepted by Sagan. Chips it out. Race for the puck. Marchman trying to get it. Manson will beat him to it. Landeskog the other way, the captain of the Avalanche, moves it in. Finds an open cuttering shot. What a save by Ottinger on Nelson. Landeskog goes back to the point for Manson. Rimmed it all the way around. Nichushkin trying to get it away. Brock Nelson trying to hold it in. Sagan still loose along the wall. Brock Nelson gets it behind the net again. Harley trying to get it. Pinned along the wall. Sagan. Duchesne trying to get it out. Squirted into the middle for Marchment, who pitchforks it out to center ice. Manson will shoot back in. Malinsky, pardon me. Kelly along the wall. Loose. Kiviranta. Got some contact there by Bischel. Bischel pressured by Kiviranta along the wall. Coyle trying to get it free. Kiviranta trying to send it in deep. Bischel trying to get it out. Turned over. Into the slot. Bischel will clear it. Hot potato right there. Deflected at center. Blackwell went down. No penalty. Fans wanted a call. Gerard drew in through the legs. Coyle will dump it in. It's actually going to be an icing on the Avalanche. 11:45 to go. The shots are now 5-3 in favor of the Avalanche. Get the chance here. We'll pull up some graphics that was said before the pregame. Oh, might as well right now. Pete DeBoer, on the lack of offense production, I don't think any of our big guys have delivered yet in this series, but the beauty of this is it's time now. I think this is money time, so I actually like the fact that we haven't yet, because I think these guys are all due. One of those guys was Wyatt Johnston, and he scored to make it 1-0. Petrovic from the line, shot was blocked. Johnston will get it again. Maybe that'll boost his confidence here in the rest of the series. Ben shoots it through the crease. Bishel, another shot, blocked into the corner. Went off the back of Dodonov's skate behind the net. Drouin will pass it across, and it's shot back in, no icing. We're almost 9 minutes into the game 5, not game 1. Pardon me, Bishel will circle back. Getting some pressure there by Parker Kelly. Petrovic deflected back in from center ice. No icing as it was deflected at center on the right side of the red line. Manson will backhand it out of the zone, race for the puck. Will it be an icing? Yes, it will. 11:01 to go in the first. 1-0 Dallas. Off the face-off one here, and it's cleared out to center ice. Labushkin will get it. He gets it now behind the net. And will look to move it up. Stretches it up to the middle. Granlund will shoot it back in. Hintz behind the net, pressured, taken down. Rantanen goes back to the blue line. Labushkin's shot was blocked out in front of the net. Rantanen trying to get it away. Penalty upcoming. Parker Kelly, I believe, is going to the box, and the Dallas Stars will have a power play. So I believe a holding or a hooking. Parker Kelly on Rantanen. That is a clear penalty. Yep, that is a penalty. Rantanen draws the call, and the Stars are going to go to the power play. They got a game-tying goal on the power play in Game 3 to tie it. They're looking to get a Game 5 2-0 lead on this power play. We're almost halfway through the first period here in game number 5. Ben, off the faceoff, won the draw. Harley. Granlund. He was blocked, and then Coyle trying to feed it for Nichushkin, trying to go shorthanded. Harley re-enters for the Dallas Stars. On the backhand, rimmed it all the way around. Jamie Benn will get it along the wall. Had some trouble with the puck. Marchment now for Harley down low. Behind the net. Centering pass blocked to the slot. Granlund goes across. Harley now for Granlund along the wall. Shot on net. Loose. Scramble. It hit the post. So close for Dallas to make it 2-0. Harley now for Granlund. Tipped up in the air to the corner. Sagan. New power play unit here. Sagan and Ben on the same power play. Harley now for Sagan. Goes low for Marchment. Back for Sagan. Save on the one-timer. A minute left to go on the Dallas power play. Granlund goes low. Marchment center. Ben, what a save! Blackwood with the pad. That was the right setup. And Blackwood robs Jamie Benn again in this series. I wonder what the other chance was. It hit the post, I think. Or it might have been a save by Blackwood. I'm not sure. We'll see if we get a replay after this next whistle. Duchesne. Lindell as the Stars re-enter. Lindell with the puck at the blue line. Gives it for Duchesne. Back for Lindell. A shot. Deflected. Loose. Hintz trying to get it away. And the Avalanche will go shorthanded. Lindgren. And then it's deflected up in the air. He's a 3-on-2 for Dallas. Rantanen for Hintz. Trying to go low for Johnson. He fell down. And they thought that should have been a tripping. Cleared out of the zone again. Dallas, 10 seconds to go on the power play. They had chances. I believe they hit the post on one of those chances. Duchesne across for Rantanen. Along the wall, Rantanen gets hooked down. That should have been another call. Duchesne goes low. In front, save. And another power play for Dallas. Another hooking. Stars are going to go to consecutive power plays. 8:36 to go. Wyatt Johnston, 9 seconds in, makes it 1-0 Dallas. We're back, everybody, and my mistake. I thought the Stars were going to go to the power play. It's actually the Avalanche. Let's see this chance. Did that hit the post? Oh, Sagan had an open net, and he missed. Went through the crease, but he didn't have much of an angle. That would have been 2-0 right there, and then Ben gets robbed by Blackwood. The great pass by Marchment, right into the slot. It might have deflected off Kale McCarr's stick. So the Avalanche, after all that, after Rantanen just got hauled down, they call a penalty on the Stars. Into the slot, shot, glove, save, Ottinger. Huge save with 8.5 to go on McKinnon. 6 seconds into the Colorado power play. Game number 5, series tied at 2. Dallas leads this game number 5 at home, 1-0 here at American Airlines Center. That shot by McKinnon. Glove saved by Ottinger. Huge save there on the power play. I found some open room in the slot, and it's cleared out of the zone by Dallas. McCarr picks it up behind his own net, drops it off for Nathan McKinnon. Power play unit on here, the first one, Natchez. Trying to go cross ice, deflected, was blocked. And then Lindell will rim it around the glass and will send it down the length of the ice again. McCarr with the puck now for the Avalanche. Looks to move it up. Steele is pressuring him from behind. He turns on the Jets, circles back and waits. Was on his backhand, now goes on his forehand. Glove saved by Ottinger. That shot was going wide, but he's not going to take any chances there as he'll just get a whistle with 7:49 to go. Minute and 13 left to go on the power play for the Colorado Avalanche. Cody Ceci out here on the penalty kill. 57 games in the last 4 playoffs. He's played 93. He has 4 goals in the playoffs throughout that span. He's almost at 100 games in the playoffs. Insane. Face-off is scrambled for, loose. Goes back to the blue line for McCarr. McKinnon along the wall. Goes cross ice, and the shot got blocked or went wide by Natchez. What a shot, and it was just almost, looks like it was destined for the back of the net, and it did not. McKinnon will move it up for Natchez along the wall. Circles back. Less than 50 seconds to go on the power play. Ottinger out to play it, poked it away, but turned it over to Lehkonen in the corner. Lindell couldn't knock it down. Landeskog on this power play unit. They changed their power play unit after game 3 after they went 0 for 6. McKinnon into the middle, shot, and it's blocked. Less than 30 seconds to go on the Colorado advantage. Landeskog for McCarr. McKinnon's open in that circle right there. McCarr goes across for McKinnon. Goes into the slot, Lehkonen back door. What a save, Ottinger. Huge save. McKinnon centered. Landeskog deflected it wide. Blackwell trying to clear it, cannot. Lindell with a chance to clear it. He will. And the Avalanche couldn't convert on the power play, and the Stars crowd rise to their feet. It was a successful penalty kill. Avs are 0 for 1. They lead the shot 6-5, though. As here's Nichushkin crossing the line. Poke checked away. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Rantanen with the Donov. Rantanen circles back. We'll just be patient here on this possession by Dallas. Stars crowd is up. They're anticipating another goal maybe. The Donov centered. Rantanen was tangled up there. The Donov loose along the wall. Rantanen. And it's picked up here by Nichushkin for the Avalanche. Less than 6 minutes to go. Into the middle. Here is Drouin into the zone on the outside. Lost the puck. Harley trying to get it away from him. And deflected back to the point. Shot. Blocked loose in the slot. Cleared off the glass. Race for the puck with Marchment. Marchment has the puck. Tries to make a move. Poke checked away. And then Marchment gets taken down. He didn't even have the puck. Wow. Letting some things go in this game. And then a huge hit right there by Petrovic to get payback. Bischel gets a little bit of a hit there by Kelly into the slot. It popped free. Drury gets taken down. Bischel along the wall. Loose. Trying to get it is Kelly who's taken down. Still along the wall. Marchment just pinning him along the wall. Still loose. The puck is up for grabs. Everyone's poking at it. Comes free. Petrovic trying to get it away. O'Connor steals it away, though. Sagan trying to get it along the wall. Taves will send it around. Bishop intercepts it. Had some trouble behind the net, though. Kelly starting to get out of their zone here. Malinsky. Here is a shot by Coyle, and it's blocked into the crowd. Bishop is getting a little bit physical with O'Connor, and everyone gets together. Bishop, better watch out he doesn't get a penalty here. Sagan is holding on to Drury. Parker Kelly's helmet came off. And we'll go to commercial. Marchment. Manson with a huge hit, and then just, oof. What a hit by Manson along the glass. 1-0 Dallas. We are back, everybody, here at American Airlines Center. 4:40 left to go in the first period. The Stars crowd up on their feet as they rally here as they have a 1-goal lead. Stars are 3 for 15 on their power play. Avalanche as well. Power play leaders in the points. Ben with a goal and an assist, and then Harley with 2 assists. McKinnon with 3 goals, and then Druin with 3 assists. He scored a shorthanded goal, the Avalanche, in the last game against the Dallas Stars in game number 4. Series tied up at 2. Stars lead it by 1 here in game 5. American Airlines Center, Dallas, Texas, deep in the heart of Texas, in the Lone Star State. Jamie Benn will be out here with Johnston and Dodonov, alongside Cece and Lindell. Shot from the line by Makar, blocked loose. Along the wall, Dodonov trying to get it away. Lindell, misplay there by Dodonov. Natchez trying to take advantage of it. Cece trying to get it along the wall. It's loose behind the net. Everyone trying to get it, and Dodonov will. Cleared it off the glass, but held in by Girard. But no one realized that, so Dodonov takes advantage. Moves it up, shoots it in, and then it bounced off the glove. Rebound! Save! Oh my, that was weird. Blackwood looks a little scared maybe in this start. That was a weird one. It just bounced on Blackwood and then produced the biggest rebound I've ever seen on a type of shot like that. McKinnon makes a move. He looks. He passes to the cross. Manson sends it around. Lehkonen behind the net. Goes back for Manson at the blue line. It hopped over his stick and it's cleared. Taves will get it now in his own zone between the circles. Now for Manson. Gives it off the bench for a fresh Kiviranta who shoots it in. Labushkin, and it's not cleared out yet. Coyle held it in along the wall. And Cece will look to move it up. Deflected. Rantanen, it would have been icing if it was not knocked down by the Avalanche. Ottinger left it there on a platter. Labushkin turned over. Wraparound. Drury, save. A misplay by Ottinger almost cost him. Race for the puck. Granlund trying to turn on the Jets on Taves. A turnover. In front. Rantanen missed the net. Granlund goes behind the net for Rantanen. Looking. Centered. Harley. And it's blocked. Into the air, Drouin steals it away from Harley. Drouin shoots it and it's stopped by Ottinger. Bishop along the wall, pressured by Drouin. Pops free and a turnover. Nichushkin to the line for Malinsky. He lost the handle. If it's touched by the Avalanche, and it will, it's an offside. 2:41 to go in the first. Shots are 8-7, favoring the Avs. This is a weird one. Dodonov, and it was right off the glove of Blackwood, and then the rebound. Trying to go up high was Dodonov, and then Ottinger left it there for Lyubushkin, but got pressured immediately by Kiviranta. Tough angle chance by Drouin, and then this chance here, Rantanen didn't get enough on his stick, or maybe that could have been 2-0. Stars have had chances in this game. Steele off the faceoff, one. Lyubushkin with the puck will move it up for Blackwell. Deflected. He gets taken down. Could be a boarding. Beck gets shouldered away there. Landeskog pressured along the wall. Lindgren rimmed it around. Malinsky. Harley tried to hold it in. Knocked down at center. Steele trying to send it in. He's pressured from behind. Malinsky with the puck. 2:15 left to go in the first period. Steele takes down one of the Avs. That's going to be an icing on Dallas with 2:08 to go. In this opening period here at American Airlines Center. (8-7), the shots favoring the Avalanche. Harley's been out there for 1:37 and he can't change due to the icing by Dallas. The fourth line out here, Beck and Steele, and then Marchment came off before Beck went for a change, so Marchment's a carryover as they're going to probably get the Marchment, Duchesne, and Sagan line out here next. Marchment's a little bit of a holdover there. Marchment gets it behind the net, trying to center it, intercepted by Natchez, and a turnover here. Sagan's shot, deflected wide of the goal. Picked up here by McKinnon, who looks to move it up. Through the middle of the ice, less than 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Passed it offside. Tays out to go back for McCarr at center ice. Kel McCarr will shoot it back in from the red line. Ottinger try to slow it down. Cece loose along the wall. Pops free. Duchesne. I think it's cross-checked there. They're going to let it go. Marchment with the puck. We'll move it into the middle potentially for Cece, and it blocked away off the glove. Less than 80 seconds to go in the opening period. The goal coming from Wyatt Johnston at 9 seconds of the game. A 1-0 lead off a bank shot. Dodonov goes across for Ben. Lost the handle. He gets his stick lifted at the other end. Dodonov of a nice play gets taken down a little bit there. Dodonov along the wall. Johnston wide open. Lyubushkin missed it. Good chance there for Lyubushkin. Wyatt Johnston's back on side. Centering pass. Harley shoots it over the net. Loose. Scores! 2-0 Dallas. It caromed off the glass and in. It's 2-0. Their first 2-goal lead of the series. A nice play by Wyatt Johnston. Harley's initial shot was stopped off the blocker, and it went up in the air and went down and went off the back of Blackwood and into the net. And when the last minute of the first period, the Stars are up by 2 for the first time in the series. 2 weird goals to start off this game 5. Off the net, loose. Less than 30 seconds to go. Stars cleared out to center ice. Stars have a 2-goal lead for the first time in this series and of the playoffs, coming in game 5. Crowd standing here at American Airlines Center. Loose along the wall. Goes back for Manson. Manson shoots it. Deflected wide. Loose. In front save. Ottinger. And it went over the net and out of play. 11.1 remaining. And the Avalanche were looking to get back there, but Ottinger stood tall there on that chance. It was a weird one. Blackwood had made the save off the blocker, and it caromed up in the air and into the net. Wow. The Stars have a 2-goal advantage off of 2 weird goals, honestly. First one coming at 9 seconds. This one coming in the last minute. So the Stars score in the first minute and of the last minute of this opening period, and they have a 2-goal lead on 7 shots. It's uncommon to see from Mackenzie Blackwood, who has been pretty good in the series. 11.1 remaining. The Stars with a 2-goal lead. Ben, Johnston, and Dodonov alongside Harley and Labushkin. Face-off one here by the Avalanche. Lehkonen goes across. McKinnon goes back. Taves through traffic, missed the net wide. Coyle trying to center it. Blocked. Loose. Stars have a 2-goal lead going into the first intermission. And the referees have to separate some of the players. But the Stars have a 2-goal lead for the first time in the series, coming in game number 5. They look to continue that in the second period. We'll be back with more with the intermission report. Coming up next, the Stars lead by 2. We'll be back. So if you missed the first period, welcome into our intermission report. One of the oddest 2 goals of this series for sure. Wyatt Johnston, 9 seconds in. Yeah, let's say the score. It's 2-0 Dallas right now on 7 shots on goal. 9 for the Avalanche. They're out shooting Dallas by 2. The faceoffs have been dominated by Dallas. 65% of them. 0 for 1 on the power play for both teams. 28 the hits favoring the Avalanche. They have been more physical on the Dallas Stars. Block shots 9-6. Giveaway 6-3. Takeaways 3-0. Only 2 penalties in the game. And let's go over the first goal. Coming 9 seconds in. This is the fastest goal in franchise history for the Dallas Stars. And it comes off the opening faceoff. It seems all calm. Dumped in by Ceci. Deflected off of Taves. And then Wyatt Johnston. I guess he loves that spot in playoff games. He scored that Game 7 series winner against the Kraken in that weird tough angle shot. That banked off of Blackwood and in, and it's 1-0 Dallas. And in 45 seconds remaining in the period, a Harley shot. Another weird one. Johnston waited to get back on side. A smart play. Sent it for Harley. And then it caromed into the back of the net. It went up in the air and in. And it's 2-0 Dallas. Their first 2-goal lead of the series. They had just led for 62 or 63 seconds before entering this game, and now they have a 2-goal lead for the first time ever in the series. And wow, weird start to this one for sure. Dallas has rattled Blackwood right now. Let's go over the other score. Florida stuns Tampa Bay. Florida ties it late. And then get another goal late as well to make it 3-2. And then they get the empty netter. And they are up 3-1 in the series over the Lightning. All the series in the East are all 3-1 series leads. Toronto leads their series 3-1. Florida leads their series 3-1. Washington leads their series 3-1. And Carolina leads their series 3-1. While all the West series are all tied. Series tied at 2-2, St. Louis and Winnipeg. This series, Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, Vegas tied at 2. And Edmonton and Los Angeles are tied at 2 in their series. So it's lopsided in the East, and it's very intense in the West. So, man, oh man, a good start for the Dallas Stars. They had probably not played their best hockey in this one. They had not led for a lot of this series, and now they have gotten some leading time here, and they're up by 2 in a crucial Game 5. Whoever wins this game will take the series lead, go into Colorado, and have a chance to eliminate their opponent. So we will see. A first period dominated by the Dallas Stars off of 2 weird goals. Stars lead by 2, and we'll be back with more on the intermission report. We're back, everybody, here on the Intermission Report. A 2-0 lead for the Dallas Stars over the Colorado Avalanche. And they have just gotten some weird goals, honestly. This has been a weird opening start for the Dallas Stars, but this is the start they were looking for sure. Stars had not scored first in the series in 4 straight games. They scored the first one in 9 seconds. The Donovan Ceci with the assists. Wyatt Johnston had a 2-point game already. He was one of the players that hadn't been able to produce much. He only had 2 assists coming into this game. He has a goal and an assist already just in the first period. And coming from the top guys of the Dallas Stars, they could have been up by 4 in this opening period by how wide open it was. Sagan missed an open net. It would have made it 3-0. It would have been, or at least 2-0 at that point if that Harley goal still stand. Could have been a very different score here and could be lopsided in Dallas's favor, but they just got to continue pushing. In the second period, you expect a response by the Avalanche, though, especially in the faceoffs. They have not done well in the faceoffs so far tonight. That is not good for the Avalanche. Stars finally taking the favor in the faceoff percentage, and they're looking to continue that here as they had another hit, 21-8. Probably 8 of those hits were probably Bischel. Because Bischel is usually the one who is hitting on the Dallas Stars. Well, a Game 6 is confirmed, May 1st. We do not know the time yet, to be determined, but either the Stars lead the series 3-2, or the Avalanche lead the series 3-2, and one of the teams will have the pack going home, or they will force it to a Game 7 here at American Airlines Center in Dallas on May 3rd, and that's time to be determined as well. So, we'll go to break, and we'll be back with the second period coming up next here on the NHL and MHS's coverage of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're back, everybody, here for the second period of Game 5 of the first round series between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. Stars lead 2-0. That's their first time leading after a period in this series and coming at a crucial time and in game number 5, looking to take the series lead and trying to eliminate the Colorado Avalanche in Game 6. Still a lot of time here in this one for sure, but the Stars have had chances. Even adding on to the 2 goals that they have, they could make this like a 4-0 game. Blackwood some saves, some good defensive plays, but then Blackwood let out some rather odd goals in this one. Johnston 9 seconds in, banked it off, and then Harley's shot blocked it away, and then it goes up into the air and caroms off the back of him. And it's a 2-goal lead for Dallas due to that. And Ottinger has made some saves along the way. McKinnon and the slot on the power play. Probably the best chances on the power play. Natchez was robbed by Ottinger. Then Nelson hit the post earlier on. Oh, I thought that hit Ottinger. So Blackwood has led up 2 goals on 7 shots. Colorado's down by 2. They have not been down by 2 in the series. And Stars looking to take advantage and try to get a bigger lead in the game number 5 that they crucially need. Bannon McKinnon. McKinnon wins the faceoff at center ice. We're underway in the second period. 2-0 lead for the Dallas Stars. Series tied at 2. Shot back in, deflected back in, so no icing. Lindell rimmed it all the way around. Horseshoed it along the wall, comes out the center. Dodonov moves it in on Taves. Along the boards, goes for Cece along the wall. Deflected out of the zone. And already Dallas was pushing for another goal as Dodonov was trying to move in on Taves. That pass for Jamie Benn, on for Dodonov, pardon me. Jamie Benn's pass out of the reach of Dodonov, and that'll be an icing on Dallas. 30 seconds in to the second period. Shots are 9-7 in favor of the Avalanche. Pete DeBoer, earlier on, made those comments before the game, trying to see the top guys were to produce, and they have. Wyatt Johnston, who had not scored a goal in the series, has a 2-point game already in this contest, and then Harley with a shot there by Nelson, and it's stopped. Harley, I believe, with his second of the series. Flipped out to center ice. He could have 3 if Ben didn't deflect it in game 3, but that probably wouldn't have gone in then. Gerard will move it up for Brock Nelson. Along the boards comes free for Landeskog. Centering pass. Backhander went wide of the net. Rebound shot off a tough angle. And the Stars move it up the other way. Potentially a 3-on-1. Hintz with Rantanen. Rantanen scores! He scores against his former team! His first of the playoffs with the Dallas Stars! It's 3-0. The former Av scores against his former team. It's 3-0. Mikko Rantanen, the Moose. A save by Ottinger at the other end. A great pass by Hintz, and Rantanen makes it 3-0. Their first shot of the period, and they've made it a 3-goal lead. And Dallas on 8 shots have scored 3 times. Mikko Rantanen, the former Av, has just scored against his former team. Oh, it would have been another 2-on-1 if Duchesne was in the reach. 3-on-2 the other way for the Avalanche. Kelly gets through a check. Parker Kelly to the front. No one could get it home. And Duchesne moves it up the other way for the Stars. Their first 3-goal lead of the series. Matt Duchesne, centered Sagan, gets taken down and no penalty. Wow. Looked like a clear penalty, and they don't call it. Out to center, here's Blackwell with Marchment. Marchment looking for a lane, he shoots it on goal, save made by Blackwood. Off the glove and then produced a rebound. Stretch pass behind the defense, Drouin couldn't receive the pass there from Coyle. Ottinger played it out of his crease. Clear to the line, not out. Coyle held it in. Beck will get it in the corner. Kiviranta pressures him. Bischel on his backhand will move it out and clear it to the line and out. Pushed out by Beck. Kiviranta, a turnover. But then Gerard gets it back for the Avalanche. The Stars with a 3-goal lead. Mikko Rantanen, the former Av, scores against his former team to make it a 3-goal lead. And there goes everyone saying that's a penalty on Dodonov. And yeah, that's a clear penalty. A tripping. And Dallas will have to go to the penalty kill. Shots are even at 9, but the Dallas Stars have to kill a penalty off as... Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah, you can't really argue that. Yeah, but Dodonov knew. Dodonov's frustrated in himself. Mikko Rantanen had been the story coming into the series that he hadn't scored, he hadn't produced, and that maybe this was a failed signing for the Dallas Stars. He responds. He has 13 shots in this series, and he finally gets a goal. Rope Hintz gets a little bit interfered there by McKinnon. No call there. Goes across for McKinnon. Goes back to the point for Makar. Landeskog. Makar got taken down at the blue line. Having some trouble getting up. Makar shoots it through traffic. Save made by Ottinger with the glove. 3 minutes into the second period. And 17 seconds into the power play for the Avalanche. 3-0 Dallas. Shot through traffic, and Ottinger was kind of screened. Hintz is trying to block it. It goes straight into the glove, to the webbing of Jake Ottinger's left-handed glove. And Cece will clear it off the glass and stretched up Steele on his knees, and he couldn't get the shot away. Oh, wow. Sam Steele trying to go shorthanded to make it 4-0. Landeskog with the puck. Drops it off into the middle. Here is Nathan McKinnon speeding in. Passes it across on the far wing for Natchez. Intercepted by Cece, and it's cleared out to center ice and all the way down. Blackwood makes the save. Has to play it safely for McCarr behind the net. 50 seconds have passed here on the Colorado power play. McCarr had dropped it off there for Nathan McKinnon. Landeskog at the blue line, moved it in on the rush, and it's cleared again by Dallas as Landeskog got clogged up along the boards. Natchez will now play it up for the Avalanche. Shots are even at 10. Stars up by 3. The latest goal by Mikko Rantanen against his former team. Natchez on the outside, circles back, goes back to the blue line for McKinnon. It hopped over his stick. Rope Hintz trying to go short-handed. He gets held there, and it's going to be an offside. The face-off. Wow. 36 seconds to go. Many should have thought, was that an interference on McKinnon? McKinnon had misplayed it at the blue line, I believe. Landeskog got taken down when they cleared the puck earlier on that shift. 36 seconds to go on the Colorado power play. Rope Hintz is out there with Lyubushkin, Steele. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, too many people on the ice, so they have to get the line changes already. Lindell's been out there for 1:27. He's been a great penalty killer. Steele, Lindell, Lyubushkin, and Johnston, pardon me. Goes cross ice here as Nichushkin will go back to the point. 25 seconds to go. Nichushkin along the circle, looking for a shooting lane. Goes back to the point for Taves. Deflected to the cross ice for McKinnon, who shoots it off the outside of the net. Trying to go short side, held in by Taves. Off the glass, sends it into the corner. Lyubushkin will try to get it against Kelly, I believe. Drury, pardon me. Power play coming to a close here. Stars up by 3. They get through a kill shot, deflected wide. Nichushkin. And Dadonov forces it out to center. 3-0 Dallas. They get through the kill. Deflected and out of play. 4:56 into the second. The Stars are up by 3, and someone cut the puck in the crowd. And everyone's cheering about that. Stars up by 3. Mikko Rantanen with the goal. The latest goal for the Dallas Stars. They're up by 3, their biggest lead of the series. Off the faceoff, Rope Hintz won it. Thomas Harley shoots it back in. Rantanen goes deflected off the netting and out of play. And we'll have a faceoff in the Colorado zone. (3-0) Dallas in Game 5. Series tied at 2. 5:02 into the second period. The Stars have a 3-goal lead. Face-off won here by Colorado, and the Avalanche have not been able to respond so far, at least. Harley, Rantanen lost it at center, deflected, loose. O'Connor steals it away. He's been good in the series. Could be a 2-on-1 shot. Save made by Ottinger. Rebound, and it goes wide. Along the wall, someone's stick went out of their hands. It was Granlund. Hintz off the boards. Oh my. Rantanen gets taken down in the corner. Gets back up. Could have been dangerous. The Avs go the other way. Drury dropped it off Lindgren. Shoots it, deflected over the net. And goes behind. Drury centered shot. Blocked. Loose. Drouin trying to get the rebound. And then Drouin gets taken down as he was trying to get the puck. Kiviranta along the boards, battle for it, trying to fish it free, and they will. Cece will backhand it out to the blue line, not out of the zone yet. Coyle trying to hold it in. Cece gave him the body. Drouin trying to center it. Loose in the crease. And it goes back into the corner. Coyle goes back to the point. Shot from distance. Deflected and out of play. Into the netting. 11-10. The shots favoring the Avalanche, with the Stars leaded by 3. Huge hit by Petrovic on Drouin. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It's a 3-0 lead for the Dallas Stars over the Colorado Avalanche here in game number 5. Series tied at 2. 13:51 left to go in the second period. The latest goal coming from Mikko Rantanen, assisted by Hintz on a 2-on-1. He had been a question in the series, and he has responded to the criticism that was leading up into the series where maybe Rantanen doesn't produce in Dallas. He hasn't found the chemistry yet. He's not going to be a factor in this series. Instead, he's been a factor all night. And a 2-on-1 against Girard, wide open, was Rantanen on the back door. Hints of a great pass across. A 3-0 lead. And a goal, an assist, 5 hits this series. And Mikko Rantanen looks like he's a key contributor so far in this one. And the Avalanche down by 3. Their largest deficit they've faced in the series. Makar deflected across. Lehkonen blocked. Ceci. Makar will have to handle it again. And that's going to be an icing here on the Avalanche with 13:26 to go in the second period. Shots are 11-10 Dallas, or pardon me, Colorado. Duchesne goes to the bench. And Marchment, Sagan, and Duchesne trio go to the bench for a line change. Dallas up by 3. Mikko Rantanen's on the bench too. Going to be the third line for the Dallas Stars. Ben Johnson and Dadonov facing against McKinnon, Lehkonen, and Natchez. And Girard and Makar paired together now. They've changed a little bit of the defensive pairing here for the Colorado Avalanche. Labushkin deflected. On goal, and Blackwood plays it behind the net. McKinnon moves it up the other way, passes it into the middle for Natchez. He shoots it. It was blocked out in front. Labushkin will clear it out of the slot, and Dadonov will move it up for Dallas. Banked it off the boards. Ben was trying to get it. It's going to be an icing here on Dallas, though, with 12:57 to go in the second. 7:03 into the second period. Blackwell on the bench scored the overtime winner to tie the series up at 1 in game 2 here at this building, American Airlines Center. Stars won the faceoff. Ben Landeskog trying to reverse hit him. Nelson along the wall, backhands it around. Nichushkin loose along the wall. Johnston steals it away. Will shoot it back in. Dadonov trying to get it away from Malinsky. Takes him along the boards. And Landeskog will move it up the other way for the Avalanche. Maybe a 4-on-3 crossing the line. Goes low for Nelson. Save made by Ottinger. And it's cleared out of the zone. Race for the puck. Mikko Rantanen is in. He shoots, and a save made by Blackwood. He didn't have much of an angle as there's 2 Avs trying to get back on defense. Rantanen goes across for Granlund. 3-on-2. Granlund shoots, and he missed the net. He dragged the puck and almost made it 4-0. Rantanen lost the handle, gets it back. Mikko Rantanen looks good here in Game 5. Crowd was standing. Mikko Rantanen lays a hit along the bench. And then there's a whistle. I know there's not. There's not a whistle yet. I thought there was. Everyone thought that should have been a penalty on the Avalanche. Drouin rimmed it around. Lindell was trying to get it away. Seguin looking to clear it. He will. Marchment moves it up, knocked down by Duchesne. He's the only one that hasn't scored in that top trio. Marchment and Duchesne, the former Av 2 over here. Duchesne, the original one. Seguin out in front. Backhander. Delayed penalty upcoming to the Avalanche. The Stars are going back to the power play with 11:15 to go. Seguin gets hooked to try to backhand one in. And the Avalanche commit a penalty. And the Stars will go to the power play. Good save by Ottinger on that Brock Nelson shot. And then this is Rantanen the other way. And then the glove save by Blackwood. Rantanen has factored on a lot. I wonder what happened here. Rantanen right here was trying to go for the hit. And then Malinsky took him down. Then oh, wow. Malinsky took down Rantanen when he was already down. Seguin, a backhand, and then it was hooked there by Koyo. Koyo's going to go to the box. The Stars are going to go back to the power play. The third time, I believe, tonight. This might be the second time, actually. Second time, I think. Rope, Hintz, Rantanen, Duchesne, and Harley, and Hintz. They've changed the power play units up, trying to get the fourth goal here in this game. Harley goes across for Rantanen. Back for Harley at the blue line. Goes across. Duchesne in front. Oh, it deflected wide by Johnston. The backdoor feed was there, and he deflected it wide. Harley couldn't hold it at the line, and he had to circle back. Wow, it was set up perfectly for Wyatt Johnston, and he deflected it wide. He could have made it a 2-goal game for him. He would have been a 3-point night. Johnston goes across, gets it back off along the boards. Rantanen is cleared by the Avalanche again. Duchesne's been out there for more than a minute on this power play. Johnston along the wall, pressured by Taves, and Kivi Ranta will slap it down the lane to the ice. Harley will go back, and a change in the power play units here. Harley drops it off for Mikael Granlund. Seguin back for Granlund. Chipped it in, gets through a check. Granlund will rim it all the way around along the wall. Marchment trying to get it. Goes back to the blue line for Harley. Looking, shooting, deflected into the netting and out of play. With 10:04 remaining. 49 seconds to go on the power play for Dallas. Johnston had a chance to make it 4, and it just bounced over his stick. Man, oh man, was that a good setup. Duchesne, and then Johnston didn't get enough on it. That was, that might have even been off the crossbar. Perfect setup, and Johnston, who has a goal in the game, 9 seconds into this game, he scored. A tough angle shot, almost made it 2 in the game to make it 4-0 Dallas. We're almost halfway through the second period. Sagan's arguing with the linesman, and he gets kicked off the faceoff, and Jamie Benn will replace him. 49 seconds to go on the power play for Dallas. It's going to be Granlund, Benn, Marchment, Seguin, and Harley out there. Harley double shifting on this power play. Granlund along the wall, back for Harley. Goes across for Seguin. Back for Harley again along the blue line. Along the boards of Seguin. Back for Harley again. Seguin again. Goes across for Granlund. In front, deflected off of bodies. Marchment will go get it. And then Benn. Centered. Loose! And it caromed off a stick out in front. And it's covered by Blackwood. Benn arguing about something. Not sure what, though. Seguin had passed it across for Granlund and it deflected off of Marchment. Trying to get one into the slot. Benn got one on goal, and Lindgren almost put it into his own net. He had the backdoor feed open, and oh, wow. Seguin. Wow. Intensity in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Nervousness all around, tense along this game. Harley goes for Duchesne. Looking, shooting off the glove of Blackwood and deflected out of play. He's looking for a goal in this series. He hasn't had no points in this series, but he's been rather decent tonight for the Dallas Stars. 21 seconds to go on their Dallas power play. And Blackwood has made some saves here. That has kept the Avs alive a little bit. Johnston with that failed attempt to make it 4-0. It could be a 5-6-0 game for Dallas. They've had so many chances. Taves will slap it to the blue line, held in by Harley. Rope Hintz trying to send it back into the corner. Held in by Harley again. Huge hold in. Johnston off of the blade. Off the bench is Rantanen. Less than 10 to go on the power play in front, and Johnston couldn't get the deflection. Duchesne along the wall. Looking. Duchesne. Centered back door, and it's broken up. Out of the box is Coyle. And then Harley will steal it away. Coyle. Pass across for Drury. Drury makes a move. Center for McCarr. Bounced off his stick. And Sam Steele will go the other way for Dallas. Goes across for Rope. Hintz cut it in. He shoots, and a stop made by Blackwood. What a pass by Sam Steele. Cece having some trouble. He gets back, though, and gets the puck. Along the wall, loose. Johnston along the benches. McKinnon just went off the ice here, and he'll backhand it back into the Dallas zone. Cece, Lehkonen trying to get it along the boards. Loose. Lehkonen went down in the pile. Lindell. Now for Beck, who will clear it out to center. Blackwell the other way. Onside. Blackwell in. Looking to make the same setup. Shot deflected. Loose back door. Cece shoots it wide. An open Cece on a carom. And he missed it wide. The defenseman joining the plays as well. Labushkin had a chance earlier on and he missed it. And Cece as well. Colin Blackwell trying to throw the potty. Less than 8 minutes to go in the second period. Lehkonen shoots it and he missed the net. Oh, that was a good chance by the Avalanche. McKinnon. Natchez score! No! Is it in? It is in. It looked like for a second they were calling no goal, and the Avalanche on the deflection had made it a 3-1 game. All the chances by Dallas on that power play. Wyatt Johnston, Lehkonen gets a goal there to make it a 3-1 game. Yep, that goes in. For a second, everyone thought it wasn't. It could have hit the crossbar, but everyone thought so. That would have been a great save, or great break for Dallas. But Natchez on the initial shot and deflected by Lehkonen. That's a perfect deflection right there. And the Avalanche are within 2. 7:49 to go in the second. They probably needed that goal there to get back in the game. Stars looking to respond. 3-0 lead is now a 3-1 lead. Nelson against Ben. Face-off one. Avalanche trying to get some momentum in the game. Stars just trying to respond and get their 3-goal lead back. They have just dominated. Turned over here. Manson. Cross it goes. Back for Manson. Spins. Stars trying to clear it out. Avs are getting momentum. Brock Nelson lost it along the wall. Thomas Harley will chip it out to center. Dodonov was trying to get it away. Manson will shoot it back in. Ottinger. And now Ben trying to clear it. Got pressured by Landeskog. Both the captains getting on the play. And then Wyatt Johnston will steal it away and clear it. Or no, he won't. It was offside. It was offside. It was cleared initially. And then a little bit of a scuffle right afterwards. Jamie Benn in the middle of it. Lehkonen has made it a 3-1 game as he gets the Avalanche on the board. It looked like for a second it might have hit the crossbar and stayed out, but it is ruled a goal. It did go in, and it's a 3-1 game here in Game 5. Stars lead it by 2. back, everybody, with 7:13 to go in the second period. The game is now a 3-1 lead for the Dallas Stars. They have leveled the series at 2. Or the series is leveled at 2. Playoff points leaders, defenseman in this playoff. Thomas Harley's up there with 4 points, 2 goals and 2 assists in this series. Cam Fowler with 8 points, Evan Bouchard with 7, and Lane Hudson of the Montreal Canadiens has 5. So that's your playoff points leaders for defensemen in the Stanley Cup playoffs so far. Cam Fowler with 8. And some huge wins for St. Louis in game number 4. This is the Harley goal to make it 2-0 in the first period. A weird Karam goal off the blocker, and it bounced into the net and off the back of Blackwood. They've had chances again. Harley's made some good plays as well. It's been a good hockey game. Rantanen trying to set up Johnston on that chance and jumped over his blade. That's happened a couple of times for Wyatt Johnston off the faceoff won by Dallas. Rantanen will send it back in. Not deep enough, but he holds it in along the wall. Loose, Lindgren, Kiviranta, and sent back into the corner. Manson will slap it around. Bishop tried to hold it in. It bounced over his stick. He couldn't hold it in, but he has the puck. At center ice, less than 7 to go in the second period. Manson goes across for Lindgren. Stretches it up and then deflected back into the corner. No icing. Drouin. Bishop trying to get a body on him. Drouin. Coyle gets it along the boards. Rimmed it all the way around Taves. Rimmed it around again. Coyle. Loose along the wall. Gets it free. Trying to spin on Petrovic. Centering pass. Loose. Kiviranta goes back to the point for Taves. Avalanche with pressure. Shot from the line was blocked into the corner. Petrovic looking to clear it. He will. Out to center ice. Taves, and then Rantanen trying to steal it away from Taves. That's going to be an icing. No, it won't. Pardon me. Petrovic is not fast enough there. No icing here, as Taves will get it. Sagan trying to steal it away off the back check. Sagan throws the body. Avalanche have to retreat. Less than 6 minutes to go in the second period. Drouin. It's a 3-1 game now. Rantanen had the latest Dallas goal. Here's McKinnon looking. Centering pass. Here's McCarr and a glove save by Ottinger. Huge save. 5:49 to go. That's a huge save for Jake Ottinger in the hockey game. Kill McCarr robbed, as it's still a 3-1 Dallas lead in Game 5. We're back, everybody. 3-1. Stars leading it, and a huge save by Ottinger before it went to break on Kill McCarr. Game number 5 of the first round series. Ottinger's been ready to the task. He's only let up 1. That was a goal by Lehkonen on an impossible deflection. Stars could be up by like 6 right now. They haven't finished, though. Some chances. Mikko Rantanen, the latest goal scorer for the Dallas Stars, against his former team. Face-off one here, and it's lifted out to center ice. Sagan trying to get it against McCarr. Almost did. Forces McCarr to pass it back for Taves. McKinnon passes it into the middle for Natchez. Across for Taves on the far wing. Circles back and will send it back to the point. McKinnon. Avs have energy. McKinnon against Duchesne. McKinnon shoots and scores! Nathan McKinnon makes it a 1-goal game. Matt Duchesne was trying to get there. He could not, and it's a 3-2 hockey game, and the Avs are right back in this one. 5:22 to go, and the Avalanche are within one. All the chances Dallas had, and now they couldn't even bury them, and then Duchesne. Man, McKinnon was just open. Wow. Yikes. For Dallas coverage there, and they've made it a 1-goal game again. Man, oh man. Duchesne frustrated. He has not played a good series, and he is wanting to slam his stick. Maybe he needs to change his stick because it's not working in this series. The 3-2 game now starts with a lead still, but their 3-goal lead has now been reduced to 1 in the same period where they scored the 3-0 goal. Race for the puck, 3-on-2. Nelson, centering pass, deflected out of the zone. Oh my goodness, the Avalanche trying to go for another rush. Stars trying to get some momentum back on their side because all of it is going to the Avalanche. Here is Dadonov, a 2-on-1. Ben with Dadonov. Dadonov shoots and he missed the net. Oh, his top corner. Labeled for the top corner. That would have been huge for the Dallas Stars. Thomas Harley plays it off the boards for Petrovic. 4.5 to go in the second. 3-2. The Avalanche have scored 2 to make it a 1-goal game. Lindgren will circle back. Pass into the middle, broken up by Blackwell, and will send it back in from the blue line. Malinsky trying to get it along the boards. Beck trying to get it free. Still loose along the wall. Beck, steal. Blackwell trying to get it. Blackwell's getting held a little bit there, and Kelly will flip it out to center ice. Petrovic, and then it's knocked down by Blackwell. Centering pass for Steele. He gets taken down and gets high-sticked. That's a penalty upcoming. And I think he's bleeding. Malinsky, I think he hit him in the head. Penalty, though, on Colorado. And Steele and Lindgren exchange words. Getting Dadonov the other way. Had the top cheese open, and he, might have been saved by Blackwood. Let's see. It deflected off a stick and then deflected again off a Blackwood stick. Wow. Then Steele gets, oh, wow. That's a dirty play right there, Malinsky. Wow. That's a really dirty play. Takes him out with that. Oh, wow. That's a dirty play. Very dirty play by Malinsky. Going for the head, and the Dallas Stars have another power play, and this seems like a must because their 3-goal lead's now been reduced to 1, and they need to score here if they want to get a 2-goal advantage going into the locker room. They really need to take advantage of this one for sure because this has become a game again, and they need to establish that they need to get back in this game. Establish their 2-goal lead back again. Jimmy Benn, Johnston. It's Hintz, pardon me. Off the face-off one here. Harley has the puck. Passes it across for Duchesne at the blue line. Trying to recover. He shoots and it's blocked. Harley. Duchesne hasn't been able to get a shot through. Johnston trying to center it for Hintz. Deflected away. Rantanen along the boards. Taves, and he's knocked down along the boards loose. To the blue line, Harley held it in. Backhands it along the boards. Rantanen. Back for Harley. Looking for an option. Back for Rantanen again. Johnson on the back door, wide open. Goes around and moves. Johnston has the puck off the pass from Harley. Johnston looking. Back for Harley. 40 seconds to pass. Rantanen denied on the one-timer. Rantanen again with the puck. Goes low. Duchesne back door. Scores! Wyatt Johnston. A power play goal. Dallas leads by 2 again. What a pass. Mikko Rantanen. What a pass. Wyatt Johnston with a 2-goal game. An assist. He has a 3-point night. Duchesne with a great pass. He hadn't had a point in the whole entire series. He gets one there on a beautiful pass. Matt Duchesne has a point in the series against his former team. Wyatt Johnston, what a shot. And the Stars get the 2-goal lead back. And a huge goal for the Dallas Stars. After the Avalanche were pushing, comes into the middle and it's broken up by Ben. Cleared out to center. Zadonov moves it up for Ben, deflected back into the corner. Less than 3 minutes to go. The crowd is back in it. Along the boards, Johnston shoots and it's blocked. Race for the puck, McKinnon and Lindell. Lindell gets there first. McKinnon has to go back on side. A smart play by Lindell off the boards awkwardly. Less than 2:40 to go. Ben will deflect it back in. Go for a line change. Girard with the puck now. Stars lead by 2 again. Harley couldn't get the puck. Labushkin trying to get it along the wall. Nichushkin steals it now as it's loose. Nichushkin to the point. Girard across. Malinsky shoots it through traffic. Deflected loose and then missed wide. Ottinger didn't know where that puck was. It was just scrambling in the slot. Cleared out of the zone by Rope Hintz. He's getting held there. Rantanen steals it away. He shoots and he missed the net. Labushkin couldn't hold it in and he'll go back into the Dallas zone. 2 minutes to go in the second period where we've had 4 goals. Sagan, they're on side. Marchment for Duchesne. Centered. Deflected. Back to the boards. Duchesne goes back. Petrovic a shot. Blocked. Sagan gets it behind the net. Tyler Sagan circles back. Has the puck on the backhand. Stick lifted. Back for Petrovic a shot. Scores! Deflected by Marchment. The 3-goal lead is back. What a chaotic second period. It's 5-2. The Stars have responded to the Avalanche attack. Marchment deflects it in. 5 goals for Dallas. Pure effort by Tyler Sagan to force it back to the point. Petrovic shot deflected. I'm not sure if that caught Taves' stick or Marchment's. But either one, it's either Petrovic's or Marchment's. Marchment gets a goal in the series or Petrovic. It's 5-2. The Stars get their 3-goal lead back in the same period where they had the 3-goal lead. And they're up by 3 with 1:20 to go in the second period. Either Mason Marchment or Petrovic gets the goal. Ben couldn't clear it out yet. Natchez along the boards. Goes across. Shot. Deflected. Saved by Ottinger with 1:08 to go in the second. A chaotic second period that's still not over as it has 68 seconds remaining in it. As Blackwood has allowed 5 goals on 17 shots. The lowest goals against average versus the Stars in the playoffs since 1993. Brodeur, Turek, Luongo, and Markstrom before him. He's allowed 5 goals on 17 shots tonight. A 1.6 goals against average. Because the question of Scott Wedgwood comes into net going into the third period. Like how Pete DeBoer pulled Ottinger in the last one in Game 4. Lindgren. Dadonov steals it away. Breakaway and is poked away at the last second. Evgeny Dadonov could have made it a 6-2 lead. Lehkonen. Centering pass to the point. Makar with 44 seconds to go. Kale Makar shoots it through traffic. It's blocked into the netting and out of play with 39.9 remaining. A 5-2 lead for the Dallas Stars. Evgeny Dadonov, a sweeping play by Manson, and they could have made it 5-2. .9 remaining. Face-off won by Dallas. Rope Hintz. Harley lost the handle. Almost gave it up in the slot. And the Stars get the possession again. Oscar Beck racing with McCarr to get the puck. 30 seconds to go in the second period. It was a 3-2 game. Icing on Colorado with 26.2 in the second period. Series tied at 2. The Stars lead game number 5. 5-2 with 26.2 remaining. Mason Marchment looks like he got the goal. A deflection. He gets a goal. Johnston, Duchesne, Rantanen, and let me relist that. Johnston, Duchesne, Rantanen, and Marchment had not had any goals in the series. Duchesne doesn't have one still, but he has a point. He had gone pointless in the first 4 games. Almost stolen away there. It is stolen away by Landeskog. 10 seconds to go in the period. Back for McCarr. Goes across. Shot. Low shot goes wide of the net. McCarr dancing the blue line with 2 seconds to go. A second left. Not enough time. The Stars have a 5-2 lead going into the third period of game number 5. My, oh my. A chaotic second period where the Stars almost lost their 3-goal lead. They reestablish it here. And we're going to the third with the same, or with another goal added in the lead for the Dallas Stars, 3. It was 2-0 after the first, and then it's now a 5-2 game after the second. We'll be back with the intermission report coming up next. We're back, everybody. Second intermission report and a chaotic second period. A 5-2 lead for the Dallas Stars. Shots are even at 17. Dallas outshot Colorado 10-8 in this second period. But man, oh man, we have a lot of goals to go over. Look at this. Holy. They credit that goal to Petrovic. I thought it was Marchment, but we will see. Rantanen made it 3-0. Look at this. 2-on-1. A save by Ottinger, and it caromed off the pad or the post awkwardly, and it came to a 2-on-1. Hence, a great pass for Rantanen. Backdoor score. 3-0. And then at 12:11, Lehkonen with a beautiful deflection. It was a weird one. It looked like it might have hit the crossbar and stayed out. McKinnon with the pass Natchez and then deflected off of Lehkonen sticking in, and everyone thought it might have not gone in, but it's ruled a goal on the ice. Then 2 minutes later, Nathan McKinnon out-muscles Matt Duchene, the former Av. They were both teammates at one point. Out-muscles Duchene from the blue line into the slot and then puts it past Ottinger. That's his 5th goal of the series. He scored in most of the games in this one. He didn't score in Game 4, though. Or Game 3, pardon me. Then a huge power play for Dallas. Wyatt Johnston with his 2nd of the game and of the series. Rantanen again in the plays. Duchene, a great pass for Johnston. Backdoor score. It's in the net. And then they say this goal is Petrovic. I don't know if they might change this to Marchment. At 18:32, Sagan out-muscling Logan O'Connor. And forces it back to the blue line. Petrovic's shot goes through the screen by Marchment. Marchment thought he got a deflection on it. I'm not sure. They might change it. It's either Marchment or Petrovic's, but right now it's Petrovic's, and it's 5-2 Dallas. It was a 3-2 game. It looked like Colorado was getting the momentum back, and then Dallas got the momentum back in it. Faceoff still dominated by Dallas. 1 for 3 on the power plays, Dallas. 38-19, the hits favoring the Avalanche. Block shots 15-14. Giveaways 11-6 favoring Dallas. Takeaways 5-2 in favor of the Avalanche. And more penalties. Dodonov at 2:43, Coyle at 8:45, and then at 16 minutes, Walensky. This one costed them because Wyatt Johnson scored on this ensuing power play. And they have a 5-2 lead. Dallas needs to hold on for one more period, and they have a 3-2 series lead going to Denver, Colorado. A chance to eliminate Colorado Avalanche, but they have to get through one more period. See if they build on it. We'll be back, and then we'll talk about more of the playoffs next on the Intermission Report. We're back in the intermission report here in Dallas. The Dallas Stars have a 5-2 lead. They had 7 goals in the 4 games coming into the series, or 7 goals in the 4 previous games. They have 5. Or no, pardon me, that's 7. What am I saying? 7 goals in the past 4 games in the series. They score 5 here in game number 5, and they have opened the floodgates here. But still a game. 5-2. 3-goal game. And a lot left in this one. They added a shot for Dallas, so now the shots are favoring Dallas. 18-17. 11-8, the shots favoring Dallas. And shots are in favor of the Dallas Stars. So we'll be back with the third period coming up next. A 5-2 lead for the Dallas Stars, trying to take a 3-2 series lead going to Colorado for game number 6. Welcome to the third period of game number 5 of the first round series between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. Series tied at 2. Stars lead the game 5-2. And they're looking to take a 3-2 series lead to Colorado and try and seal the deal here in Dallas. As we're about to get ready for the third period. See if the Stars can add on to their lead of 3, which they almost blew. It was a 1-goal game. It was 3-2 goals by Lehkonen and McKinnon, the top line. Rantanen with a goal and assist. Duchesne with 2 assists. Johnston of 2 goals and an assist. Rope Hintz of an assist. First 4 games for Hintz, 1 goal, no assists. Johnston, no goals, 2 assists. Matt Duchesne had no points in the first 4 games, and then Rantanen, no goals and only 1 assist in the first 4. And every one of those have contributed in this game. Johnston, 9 seconds in. Banks went in on a Blackwood to make it a 1-0 lead. Then Harley in the slot on a great pass by Johnston, bounced up in the air and in. 2-0, the 2 weirdest goals you'll ever see. That's like the biggest bounce we've seen for Dallas since Anton Roussel. Wyatt Johnson on the power play. 4-2 Dallas with that Matt Duchene saucer pass. Great pass. 2 goals, 5 points, 2 power play points, 11 shots. Scott Wedgwood is now in the net. His first playoff appearance against the Dallas Stars, against his former team. They're going to rest Blackwood going into Game 6 as the Avalanche have now switched their goalie, as Blackwood ends the night with 5 goals on 18 shots. Lindell rimmed it all the way around. Dodonov centered. Ben loose. Dodonov, and it's covered by Wedgwood. Former teammates there, and Wedgwood makes his first save of the night, as it was just in the crease. Scott Wedgwood, the former Stars backup goaltender, has come into the game as they're going to rest Mackenzie Blackwood. 5 goals on 18 shots. 26 seconds into the third period. Nelson against Sagan. False start. Sagan's arguing about it. Sagan's still arguing about it with the linesman, and that's like the second time tonight. Duchene and Nelson. Duchene still arguing for Sagan as the faceoff's won by Duchene. Shot deflected, loose, and it goes wide of the net. Nichushkin, and it's cleared out of the zone by the Avalanche. Nelson trying to get through. Brock Nelson trying to make a move. Could not, angled off. Labushkin along the wall, loose. Sagan trying to poke it free. Harley. Loose along the wall. Nichushkin. Still loose. Still fighting for it. Comes free for Nichushkin. Held at the blue line. Sent across. Shot. Wide of the goal. Marchment clears it. He absorbs a check a minute into the third period of game number 5. And then Landeskog fell down. Dangerous there, but someone was in green in front of Landeskog and could have stolen that puck and made it a 6-2 game. Kiviranta chips it into the corner. High hit there by Petrovic on Kiviranta. Along the boards, loose in the corner. Malinsky. Shot from a tough angle, save made by Ottinger. Petrovic trying to clear it along the wall, loose. Rantanen. And it's sent across as Rope Hintz trying to get it. Bischel. Petrovic will have the puck again. Banked off the boards. Rantanen. That's going to be an icing on. No, it's not. A win on goal. Wedgwood negates any icing. So we continue on in the third period. Gerard behind the net. Moves it up for Malinsky. Let it go through. And Logan O'Connor trying to steal it away. It's cleared out by Dallas. Steele trying to move it up for Blackwell into the middle, but out of his reach, and Manson will shoot it back in. More than 2 minutes have passed here in the third period. Dallas leading it by 3 as Steele was trying to move it in onside and could not, as it was stolen away. Thomas Harley now moves it up for Blackwell, backhands it back in to the corner into the Avalanche zone as we're 2.5 minutes into the third. And Dallas has had a shot on goal alongside the Avalanche. Shots are even at 1. Natchez deflected away, and Dodonov, a 3-on-2 for Dallas. Labushkin alongside him. Couldn't get the pass across. Natchez the other way for the Avalanche. Shoots it wide of the goal. Banked it off the glass. McKinnon goes for Natchez, deflected away by Harley. As Natchez couldn't get the puck. Harley chipped it away from McKinnon, but the Avs still pressuring. McKinnon now for Natchez. They move it up. Makar shoots it through traffic. Glove saved by Ottinger. 3:03 into the third. The shots are even at 19. Glove save there by Ottinger on that chance on the far side. On the glove side of Ottinger. And 3:03 in has already passed of this third period. McCarr's going to go to the bench. They'll go as the face-off is loose, and Rantanen will move it up for Dallas. Stretches it up for Rope Hintz off his blade. Goes behind the net trying to reverse Malinsky, who took that penalty that led to the Wyatt Johnston goal on the power play. Landeskog couldn't receive the passes, deflected away at center ice. Stolen away by Granlund, and it's sent down. Back into the Avalanche zone. 3.5 minutes into the third period here. Granlund kicked in by Duchesne. Malinsky has the puck. Moves it up into the middle. Cale Makar trying to get through. Angled off. Sent back in. Cece will backhand it around. Marchman trying to get it away. The linesman's in the way as well. Deflected off of Sagan's helmet and out to center ice. Duchesne goes cross-ice. That would have been offside. No, it's touched up. Deflected back in by Nichushkin. They say no icing. Petrovic will rim it all the way around. Bischel pressured along the wall by Nichushkin. Along the wall. Comes free for Bischel. And the Stars will move it up the other way. Maybe a 3-on-2. Instead, Bischel just chips it in. Wedgwood out to play it. Or he was sent back into his own zone. He kept back. He stayed in his crease, actually. That's what I was trying to say until every word just starts spewing out of my mouth. Kelmakar has the puck and a pass across for Taves. And deflected back in. Harley will get it in the corner. Drury loose. Behind the net, Drury goes back to the point. Held in. Shot deflected. Wide of the goal. Sam Steele will get it. Will look to clear it. He got taken down along the wall. Beck trying to get it out. He will. Race for the puck. Blackwell and Drury. Drury beats him to it as Manson tries, Lindgren tries to angle him off. And now it's Manson who will send it back in. Ottinger. Now Harley off the glass. Deflected up into the air. Steele trying to get it. It would be a hand pass. It's down as touches. Steele touches it back though. Two Stars went down along the wall. Loose. Drury trying to get some room. O'Connor and a one-timer denied by Ottinger with the pad. Labushkin pressured from behind. Will get it to the front. Steele will shoot it back in. Wedgwood out the plate. On the backhand, Manson. Huge hit there by Ben. 5.5 has passed by. Lehkonen fell down and it throws the play offside. And Ben is behind the play as I think Ben had a high stick potentially. Hit him in the face. That's what he said. Hit me in the face. And it's going to be a penalty upcoming to the Avalanche, and the Stars are going to go back to the power play. It was Natchez, I believe, with the high. No, it was Manson. Manson high sticked him. And Manson was mad about he didn't get a call. And Dallas got the call right there. And Manson was just arguing with the referee there. Put him in the penalty box. Dallas to the power play. For, I believe, the third time tonight. And we saw a picture that there's a cosplay. Someone dressed up as Jared Bednar behind Jared Bednar of the Avalanche, the coach of the Avalanche. He's dressed up as Jared Bednar. He was there last year. They're here this year. Yeah, in the last series against the Stars and the Avalanche last year, he was there. And they're back this year. They made the return here in game number 5. The Stars have a 5-2 lead, and the Stars looking to make it 6-2. As they have a power play upcoming, and Cale Makar off the faceoff will just send it down the length of the ice. Shots are 20-19 in favor of the Avalanche, but they're trailing Dallas by 3. And the Stars have a man advantage here. They look to go up by 4. It would be their biggest lead of the series. Would match Colorado's lead in the series. Rantanen shoots! Glove saved by Wedgwood. He gets tested, and he makes a huge save there with the glove. 14-10 left to go. Third period. Shots are even at 20. It's Johnston, Duchesne, Hintz, Harley, and Rantanen out there. 23 has passed on the power play. Face-off won by the Stars. Rantanen deflected it back of the net. Hintz goes for Duchesne. Circles back. Pressured by Drury. Harley gets it, though, from the pass from Duchesne. Rantanen along the far wall. Looking for an option. Into the middle. Hintz! Glove saved by Wedgwood. Rantanen goes across for Duchesne. He lost the handle on his stick, and it's held in. Wide opens Rantanen. He missed the net. Here's Hintz. Pass across. Rantanen missed the net again. He missed it twice on grade A opportunities. Hintz now for Harley. Pass across Rantanen, and he stopped Wedgwood. Stars hold it in. Harley pressuring here. Rantanen along the far wall. Stars crowd starting to stand up. Rantanen. Johnston deflected into the slot. Rantanen gets it back along the far wall. Rantanen gets cross-checked to the ice and then gets plummeted to the ice still. Johnston held it in all alone as Rope hits. Saved by Wedgwood. Loose along the wall. Comes free for Duchesne. 13 minutes to go in the third. Duchesne! And it's blocked. And it's cleared, and Dallas with some good pressure here late in the power play as they had chances to make it a 6-2 lead. No icing. Waved off by the linesman. Into the middle. Broken up Gerard, his own man. And the power play is over for Dallas, and they had some really good chances. O'Connor trying to beat Ceci to the puck. Ceci lost the puck to O'Connor. Centering pass. Shot. Rebound. Kelly couldn't settle the rebound down. As McCarr will have the puck. Shots are 23-21 in favor of the Dallas Stars. McKinnon looking for an option. He gets into the middle again. He drops it off. Shot from distance is stopped by Ottinger. With 12:07 to go and a little bit of a scuffle right afterwards with Granlund and Kelly as everyone gets together. Stars close to getting a 6-2 lead. Rantanen missed the net twice and then got stopped by Wedgwood. Rope hints down low as well, trying to go glove side, or blocker side, pardon me, and he's stopped by Wedgwood as he's getting tested in game number 5, filling in for Mackenzie Blackwood. We'll be back. We're back, everybody. A 5-2 lead for the Dallas Stars over the Colorado Avalanche here in game number 5. Trying to close out this game and take a 3-2 series lead over the Avalanche and try to close it out in game 6. But they're 12:07 away. There's still a lot of time. Stars have had chances on the power play. This Rantanen chance missed the net. He mishandled it. And then Rope Hintz was just feeding them chances after chances. Here's Rantanen's one-timer, and it just didn't go as well. Oh, just missed the net over the crossbar. That was close. 12:07 to go, third period. Rantanen with good chances, though. Here's this chance on the one-timer, and it was denied by Wedgwood. He read it all the way. But 3 good chances by Mikko Rantanen. He has 18 shots. He leads the team with that. He's only scored on 1 of them, and this was in this game. But the fact he's producing offense here for the Dallas Stars is huge going into the rest of the series. Taves couldn't hold it at the line as the Avalanche won the faceoff. Makar was in the Dallas zone, stolen away. Dodonov. Here's Jamie Benn into the zone. Drops it off for Johnston into the middle. Broken up. Natchez now for McKinnon the other way. Drops it off for Natchez. Centering pass. Shot! And it missed the net. Wow. It was right in the slot. Taves shoots it through traffic. Loose! Ottinger made the save. Nathan McKinnon goes for Landeskog. Shoots. Blocked. Loose. Cleared. To the line, not out. Makar held it in. Another shot. Deflected. Save. Ottinger made a huge save again, and Ceci will send it down the length of the ice. Weiss the puck, but the Stars get rid of that pressure. 11:19 to go in the third. Ceci and Lindell have been out there for more than a minute and a half. As the Avalanche are pressuring. This was Landeskog's chance, and did Ceci block that? No! Dodonov had a stick in the slot, and I was shocked as well. I was like, how did that not go in? And it was deflected by Dodonov. Malinsky at the line. Shoots it through traffic. It was blocked into the corner. Johnston, as Ottinger directed him towards the puck. Malinsky shoots. Blocked again. He gets it back along the wall. Jimmy Benn trying to steal it away. Cece, and then it's picked up here by Lindell. They've been out there for almost 2 minutes. Dadonov couldn't clear it out yet. Johnston gets it off a skate, and it's cleared out of the zone, and Dallas will get a change in defense. A huge change, too, as everyone was out there for more than a minute, some for 2 minutes. Offside on the Avalanche with 10:42 to go in this game number 5 in the third. 5-2 Dallas. Dallas. Series tied at 2. They're looking to take a 3-2 series lead. Face-off outside the blue line. Sent in by Manson. Bischel clears it to the line, not out. O'Connor held it in. Ottinger out to play it, settled it down for Petrovic behind the net. Steele will clear it down length of the ice. Will that be another icing? Yes, it will be. With 10:25 to go in the third. 23-22, the shots favoring the Dallas Stars. They have a 3-goal lead. And they're almost halfway there in this third period. Steele, Beck, Bischel, Blackwell, and Petrovic out there for Dallas. Shot from the line was stopped by Ottinger. There's a penalty upcoming. And I'm not sure who. It looks like they're calling Bischel. I'm not sure why. But the Avalanche will go to the power play. Shots are even at 23, and the Avs get a power play almost halfway through this third period. Let's see. What was the penalty here? Well, that's a phantom call. Kind of a cross check, but not really much as McKinnon was already down. So, okay, Makar and Landeskog with the puck now. Goes across. McKinnon. Natchez looking for an option. McKinnon down low, saved by Ottinger. McKinnon trying to do another whack on him, and Beck and Lindell get on McKinnon, and they start to throw the fists. Lindell's helmet's off. They're trying to go over McKinnon. McKinnon took an extra whack that he did not need to do. Lekkonen's helmet's off as well. Ottinger's trying to get out of the chaos. Landeskog gets a punch to the head to Lindell, and he and everyone else have gone chaotic in Dallas. 10:07 to go in the third. And we'll see if we get any penalties out of this. But McKinnon should not have whacked the puck again. He's aggravating. Look, it's not loose at all. Lindell didn't like it at all. You don't do that. And then Lekkonen just rips off Lindell's helmet. Lindell pays him the favor. And we'll see if we get any penalties here, and I don't think we are. We're just going to settle with that Colorado power play that was called before the whole scrum. They call Lindell. And they call Lekkonen as well. So it's still a power play, 5-on-4. But coinciding minors right there for Lindell, and that's a huge loss for the penalty kill. Lindell is out of the penalty kill, and Dallas will have to hold on for a minute and 46 on this penalty kill. Dallas crowd standing. Nichushkin goes back to the line for Makar. Lindell, such a great penalty killer. McKinnon trying to go low for Landeskog. Instead goes back to the point for Makar. McKinnon goes behind the net, circling. Less than a period to go in the third. Centered it in front. Loose. Chipped away at the net. In the slot. McKinnon goes back to the point for Makar. Everyone's standing here at American Airlines Center. McKinnon. Natchez looking. Nichushkin couldn't get the pass as it was deflected away by Beck. Steele trying to work on his man. Landeskog looking. Nichushkin gets it now. Along the boards. Less than a minute to go on the power play for the Avalanche. Makar's shot. Save made by Ottinger. Beck couldn't clear it out of the zone. They've been out there for a while. Landeskog almost lost the handle. Makar fakes the shot. Goes across. as Cece's down on the ice. Here's McKinnon looking. Delane. Natchez back for McKinnon. Shoots. Blocked. Ottinger makes the save. And Cece's on his knees as he lost a skate blade. 39 seconds to go on the Colorado power play. Now that's why Cece was down. He lost a skate blade. It might have been off a shot block. But that's why Cece was down. Yep, right here. He lost a skate blade right there between the pads of Ottinger. And a huge save by Ottinger to just get on that puck and freeze the puck as well. Just hit the skate blade as Cece blocked the McCarr shot from the point. 39 seconds to go. Crowd loving it here in Dallas. Looking to kill off the penalty. McKinnon lost it along the boards. Hintz trying to get it free. Stars looking to clear. Get it out towards the line, and it's held in by Landeskog along the boards. Goes low. McKinnon goes back to the point for Natchez. Everyone's standing here in the lower bowl. McKinnon deflected away. He was trying to go back door. Landeskog. McKinnon. Far side. Pressured along the ball, and Natchez held it in. 7 seconds to go on the power play. McKinnon spins. Power play expiring. Shot save made by Ottinger. Goes back to the line. They still can't clear. Shot blocked. Loose out in front. Natchez. Back for McCarr. He shoots. Save made by Ottinger. And Rope Hintz is on a breakaway. He moves in all alone. He's in. He's stopped by Wedgwood. And Hintz wanted a penalty. And there probably should have been one. 8:05 to go. What a sequence. Hintz is frustrated that there was not a penalty. 8:05 to go. The Stars go through another penalty kill of a huge save by Jake Ottinger. And Rope Hintz was going the other way on a breakaway. And yes, that should have been one. That's a slash right to the knees. And Cale Makar gets away with another penalty again in the series. We'll be back. 5-2 Dallas. We're back, everybody, with 8:05 to go in the third period. The Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche here in game number 5. Rope Hintz is frustrated he didn't get a call for a breakaway chance that probably should have been a penalty on Makar. But after the power play had expired, Rope Hintz has had very good chances in this one, and Wedgwood has come to the task and stopped all those chances. This should have been a slash. This is a slash to the knees right there. Trips him up as well, kind of. Should have been called. And the referees don't call it. And Makar skates free again. 8:05 to go. Third period. Stars leading it by 3 still. Face-off won by the Avalanche. Coyle had won it. Drouin will move it up. Pass it into the middle. Far side. Nelson. Petrovic along the boards. Victory Green's in the front seat. Cowboy hat. Bischel along the boards. Huge hit by Bischel trying to lay on the Avalanche. Shot by Lindgren. Save made by Ottinger through traffic with 7:40 to go in game 5. Shots at 28-24. The Avalanche are pushing here in the third period. Game 6 will be on Thursday night, May 1st. Time is to be determined. That'll be in Colorado. The Stars, if they win this game, have a chance to eliminate the Avalanche. If they don't, we'll be back here for a Game 7 on Saturday night. And to be determined. Could be a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, I'm not sure. We will see. Game 7 will be here if it's necessary. But if the Stars looks to close it out in Colorado, they will move on to the second round. Face-off won by Sagan. In his own zone, Harley. Pass across, deflected Marchment. Manson shoots it through traffic, rolled up on Ottinger, and a save made again. 7:34 to go, and it gets physical behind the net. Harley is getting punches by one of the Avalanche players, Landeskog. Duchesne putting a barricade between Drouin and Landeskog, just throwing some cheap shots a little bit here with some punches. And Nelson getting held there by Harley. 7:34 to go. You want to stay disciplined in the last span of things. Last 3 playoffs in games after a loss for the Dallas Stars, 12-5. Save percentage of a .916. Power play 34.9%. Goals against 2.29 and goals 2.88 in the last 3 playoffs under Pete DeBoer. 7:34 to go. The Avs almost at 30 shots. The Stars about to be at 25. Shots are 29-24 in favor of the Avalanche. Crowd loving it. They're chanting, "Let's go Stars." Trying to close out the last 7.5 minutes. Manson behind the net. Pressured by Harley along the boards. Loose. Labushkin trying to get it free. Harley backhands it off the glass and clears it down the lane to the ice. No icing as it didn't have enough on it. So we continue play. Time is ticking. Turned over into the slot. Marchment shoots and he missed the net. Duchesne, now the Marchment couldn't get the clean shot away. 7 minutes to go in the third. O'Connor gets denied on an entry. That's a hand pass, though. About to say, they're about to get away with one with a hand pass. 6:56 to go as Lindell's out of the box for his coinciding minors. So Lane Nazardine, Stars assistant coach, as they're looking to close it out here in game number 5. A 5-2 lead for the Dallas Stars, a 3-goal advantage. Looking to close it out here in game 5 to take a 3-2 series lead. Harley getting some plugs around his nose. I believe he's kind of bleeding. Might have been the punches from Landeskog or maybe something unrelated to that. Icing on Dallas with 6:48 to go in the third. Time is continuing to drain off the hourglass. Harley has one of the tissue things or one of those nose plugs in one of his nostrils and the other one nothing. And looks funny. But there's pain here. Crowd is still full at American Airlines Center. Lindell looks to clear it. Deflected off a stick and the Stars move it up. Here's Sam Steele, the 4th line out here for Dallas. Taves is out there with Makar. Centering pass, no one was there. Blacko was trying to get it. Here's Nathan McKinnon the other way. Huge hit along the boards. Oh, wow. Just a huge collision there. Sam Steele the other way. The 4th line connection trying to get through, and Blackwell couldn't get through. Here's Nathan McKinnon open. Circles back and waits. Along the boards, Ben angles him off the puck. Taken down was Malinsky. And then Blackwell took down one of the Avs. 2-on-1. Ben shoots, and he missed the net on the glove side of Wedgwood. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Stars are starting to throw some checks here and some hits. Late in this third period. Labushkin trying to get along the wall. Ben. Crowd is standing again. An atmosphere at American Airlines Center that is incredible. And they've celebrated 5 goals here in this one, and they lead 5-2. Still jammed up along the boards. Wasting time as Dallas, and they're fine with that. Dodonov gets crushed along the boards. And it's cleared out to center. Race for the puck, Dodonov. 2-on-1 potentially. Dodonov looking. He shoots and a save. Rebound was there, and it's cleared away. Nichushkin the other way for the Avalanche. Brock Nelson broken up into the middle, and Rope Hintz going to receive the pass there from Granlund. Petrovic passes it, gets through everybody. No icing. Hintz throws a check on Lindgren. Malinsky, less than 5 minutes to go in the third period of Game 5, and the Stars lead it by 3. Lindell along the boards, loose at the blue line. Everyone's trying to fight for it, trying to get it loose. Everyone's still standing in the lower bowl. Lindell, and now Hintz. Backhands it out to the blue line. Drury held it in. Shot blocked by Hintz. His own mistake. Rantanen trying to get through. Trying to outmuscle Lindgren. Rantanen along the wall. Rimmed it around for Granlund. Along the wall, it's loose. Comes free. Duchesne. Centering pass. Hartley. And he's stopped by Wedgwood on the blocker side. As Wedgwood's been tested in this third period. As Blackwood's been out of the game. He's done well. Bouncing puck goes wide of the net on Ottinger. Harley can receive the pass cleanly. 4 minutes to go in the third. Marchment will send it back in. Wedgwood. Is he telling Marchment to move out of the way? They're not teammates anymore. Marchment tosses it back onside. Makar rimming all around the boards, and it's sent back in again by Lindell as they just continue to dump and chase and kill off the time here in the remaining minutes of the third period. Cale Makar moves it up for McKinnon. That pass offside, if it's touched there, it's not whistled out yet. 3.5 to go. It's an empty net for the Avalanche. Stars trying to take advantage and put the dagger on this one. 6-on-5 advantage for the Avalanche. Empty net at the other end. Crowd rallying. They want the empty net goal. Lindell. Cece along the wall. It's still loose along the wall. Johnston trying to get it free. Pinned up. Johnston goes for the empty net and wide. And an icing with 3:02 to go in the third. (28-26) the shots favoring the Colorado Avalanche. Wyatt Johnston's shot just took a bounce. It was going wide anyways, but maybe if it curved a little bit, that could have potentially gone into net for a 5-2 lead. Dallas leading it over the Colorado Avalanche, but an empty net for the Avalanche at the other end. Wedgwood has been pulled out of the game. Avalanche have a 6-on-5 advantage. Face-off won by the Avalanche. Makar into the corner. Huge hit by Ben. Lindell for the empty net. Wide. Barely. Off that left post. 2:52 to go, and that's his specialty, Lindell, shooting that puck from all the way from his own zone, and he almost got it. Let's see. Did this bounce at all? We will see. Yep, it bounced and it curved wide of the net. 2:52 to go. Empty net for the Avalanche still. Less than 3 to go. Comes into the middle. Cece. Dodonov will backhand it out to center ice. And then Drouin has to settle it down. Makar goes cross ice. Sent back in by Manson. Ottinger tried to slow it down behind the net. Landeskog on the forecheck. Dodonov trying to get it out. Loose. Johnston still loose. Dodonov trying to clear it out. McKinnon held it in. Makar looks across. Landeskog saved by Ottinger as it goes into the netting and out of play with 2:23 to go. And we will go to break. Avalanche Stars, empty net for the Avalanche, and a huge hit by Blackwell and Lehkonen moments ago. We're back, everybody, here in Dallas at American Airlines Center. The crowd is pumping. 2:23 to go in the third. The time remaining before potentially the Stars have a 3-2 series lead with a chance to eliminate the Avalanche in Game 6 on Thursday night. Empty net for the Avalanche at the other end. The Mackenzie Blackwood got replaced by Wedgwood. It feels like they just replaced Blackwood to rest him up for Game 6, a crucial one for the Avalanche. Wedgwood coming in net. He's made some huge saves on some Dallas shots, and they could have made a 4-goal lead for the Stars. Empty net at the other end. Rantanen's out here with CC. The crowd is still standing. They have not sat down since the commercial. Rally towels going. 6 shots for Rantanen in this game alone. And a goal in this one against his former team. Why not make it 2? It's an empty net at the other end. It's gaping open. Hintz trying to win the faceoff. Loose along the circle. Comes back to the blue line as Landeskog found it free. McKinnon. Loose along the wall. Pressured. Rantanen. McKinnon was trying to make a move. Rantanen passes it. Rope Hintz for that empty net. He scores! And that'll put the end to this one. The Stars have a 6-2 lead. An empty netter, Rantanen sets it up. He's had a very good game. In game number 5, the Stars score 6 on the Avalanche. 2:05 to go in the third. 2 goals, 1 assist, 18 shots for Rope Hintz in the series. We're 2 minutes away from the Stars having a 3-2 series lead in this best of 7. Loose along the wall. Petrovic trying to get it free. A 4-goal lead by Dallas, their largest lead of the series. Everyone's standing at American Airlines Center. The last 100 seconds here at American Airlines Center. In game number 5, no icing, waved off at the last second. Malinsky passes across for Girard. Stretch pass up for Drury. And we'll send it into the corner. Petrovic off the boards. Loose along the wall. Less than 90 to go in the third. Blackwell will try to pursue Girard as he holds it in at the blue line. Loose along the wall, rimmed all the way around like a horseshoe. And Girard couldn't get it towards the slot area as Girard got it blocked there by Beck. 1 minute and 5 to go in the third. Loose along the wall. Bischel is going at it with Kelly, and he takes Kelly down to the ice. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness. Kelly gets taken down by Leon Bischel, and Steele wants a piece of O'Connor. Everyone's going at it. Blackwell's in a headlock right now with Malinsky. Beck is with it with Girard, and everyone sticks and gloves on the ice with 1 minute and 2 left to go. Bischel's already in the box. He already knew. He started it with O'Connor. He just lost his temper. Or on Kelly, actually. And Bischel just said, I've had enough of that. Takes down Parker Kelly. Holy. Let that frustration go. And O'Connor got a high stick there by Bischel, actually. 1 minute and 2 left to go in the third period. And chaos at the end. A 4-goal lead. Crowd is loving it. Wow. It is loud at American Airlines Center.
The Z down here.
Number 17. Each have 2 minutes for roughing and 10-minute misconducts. Dallas, number 6.
Can't even get the announcement over the booze.
2 and 10. Roughing and misconducts. We'll play 5-on-5.
Wow. How electric. Steele and Bishop are heading to the locker rooms. Kelly and O'Connor as well. Pete DeBoer looks at the Jumbotron as he knows his team is a minute and 2 away from a 3-2 series lead. There's the Jared Bednar impersonator behind. Wow.
With
They're playing We Will Rock You in the building now in the last minute and 2. Wow. And Bishop, who had came in December when the Stars were dealing with defensive issues, he has become a National Hockey League defenseman. He knows his role, an aggressor, as we play 5-on-5 for the last minute and 2. Wow. Off the face-off. 1 minute to go in the third. Stars 1 minute away from a 3-2 series lead. A 6-2 lead. Manson with the puck. Looks to move it up. Coyle the other way. Into the middle. Kiviranta's shot. Wide of the goal. Petrovic. 35 seconds to go in the third. Stars have a 6-2 lead over the Colorado Avalanche. Manson's shot deflected. Save Ottinger again. And a little bit of a scuffle right afterwards, too, again. Petrovic and Blackwell have been out there for 1 minute and 37 each. Ben, Labushkin, and Marchman have been out there for 34 seconds. They're going to get a line change. 28.9 remaining. Ottinger has stopped 27 of 29. His number's 29. He's faced 29 shots. There's 29 seconds left. His number's 29. Coincidence? I think not. Petrovic cleared to the blue line and out. Bounced off of Coyle's stick. 15 seconds to go in the third period. The Stars. 10 seconds left to go in Game 5. Slapped back in by Manson. The Stars have a 3-2 series lead in the series. The Dallas Stars have a 3-2 series lead in the series. The confetti drops. The Stars lead the series 3-2 and have a chance to eliminate the Colorado Avalanche in game number 6. They lead the series 3-2, and they have a chance to eliminate the Avalanche in game 6 in Denver. 6-2, Dallas. Rantanen with the game winner. It was 3-0 at that point, but it becomes the game winner in this one. For Max, thank you for watching. Stars lead the series 3-2. They win game 5, 6-2.